Alright guys, we're going to look at the Samsung 128 gigabyte USB Type-C flash drive. See if it does, or see if it works in a way that I hope it does for my phone. If you're out recording away from a computer and your memory gets full on your phone or your camera or whatever, as long as the has the ability to transfer stuff to an SD card. I would think it would also have the ability to transfer it to a USB drive. Now this thing is really super small, and it's supposedly really fast too. I think it said 400 megabits per second. Yeah, up to 400 megabits per second. Of course, that's going to depend on the device you're plugging it into, right? So, little cap comes off here. Okay, and it's a USB-C port. So we're going to plug that into the USB-C port on the phone. I might have to take the case off, I'm not sure. Looks like we're going to have to take the case off for this. So with that plugged in, you're going to, if you go up here to videos, okay, and you clicky and you clicky, and then you go copy to, you don't have an option to copy to the flash drive. Okay, you got internal and SD. Okay, well, that's not what you needed to do. Okay, you don't go directly to the videos. You come down here to internal storage, where they're saved at. Click on that, click on DCIM, and of course camera, which is going to have those two video files. Now we could select those two here, and we could go copy to, and now all of a sudden we have the Type-C flash drive. So we click on that, then we check the folder that we want to go to, which I said video, and then we copy here. And well, it's going a little slower than the 400 megabytes per second. Quite a bit slower actually, but like I said, that's based on the device that you're using. So evidently this one's not set to transfer that fast, although it seems to have hung up right here. So we might have to figure out why. And I didn't format this flash drive. Okay, it's moving again. And I think I should have formatted it to NT. Yeah, the not FAT32, the NTS. I can't remember. I cannot remember for the life of me. Anyway, still copying, still copying, still copying. So a little slower than what it says, but that's more than likely due to the device. Now let's just see if we can, instead of copying them over to it, if maybe we can just move them over to it. Look at that, we can move them over there. That way they actually don't stay on the phone. Of which we should have done it the first time, but it's alright. We wanted to make sure we can copy them. Now we can verify that we can move them straight to the flash drive. And it's going to hang up there again. That's probably in between the two files. Of course, the one's 373 megabytes. The other one's 0.9 gig. So quite a difference in the size of the two. The one's almost, what, 2.5 times bigger than the one. So if you're out in the field and you need to get files off of your camera or your phone, as long as it has the ability to move files and it has a USB-C port, you can get this little Samsung USB-C flash drive, really dinky little thing, and transfer stuff straight over to it from your device, your camera, your phone, whatever you're using. And that way you can clean off, like, you know, if your phone gets full and you don't want to like take the thing out of the side to remove the SD card and then fumble around with making sure you don't drop it and then putting it back in, or swapping it out, then you can just get one of these little flash drives and do the same thing, only way easier. Okay, so we'll go back here and we'll go down to the Type C. Now, just to verify, it says 126 gigabyte free. So it should have been 128 when it was empty. And we'll go over here to video. And we have 2 copies of the same thing because remember, we copied it over first, which is going to be these 2 here. And then we moved it over to where it actually deletes it off the phone and actually moves it straight to this. That's going to be the 2 here. Noted by the 1, meaning it's a copy, and the 1, meaning it's a copy of the same thing. So, moving it over to the flash drive. That way, if I'm out and about, I don't have to swap things out and move things around. I can move everything right over to the flash drive and be happy. So, to eject it, you just scroll down on your screen, go down to your Samsung USB, hit eject, and it's ready to be pulled out. So we can now put that back in our pocket, continue on with our day recording stuff, and when the phone gets full again, or the camera gets full again, pop this back out, put it back in, move it over to it, and then when you get home, just plug this into your computer, move everything over to your computer. Now they do have the 64 gigabyte. I did not want that one. 128 gigabyte, which should give me around probably 10 hours or more of recording at 4K. That's more than I need. I'm not going to stand outside for more than 10 hours, or out in the field or whatnot. And of course, I have the 256 gigabyte one, which I didn't see the need in that because this is more than suffice. 10 hours of I can get 10 hours of video on here at 4K, right around, maybe a little bit more. And then, if I'm going to be recording more than 10 hours, I just take the laptop with me and then just swap this off anyway. That's how you get the video off of your phone onto a USB flash drive. Pretty nifty.